Okay. So, this is how we do things. Just so you guys know, if you have never seen one of these videos before, really, you guys, at the end of the day, whenever I buy things and whenever I commit to things, I care less about what the person that made it says. And I care more about what the other people that are actually taking it say. So that's what I'm doing, is I just want to make sure that we talk to all sorts of different people that are using different courses that I've made, trainings, things like that. And we're just going to go through what is going on with Andrea here. So that being said, Andrea, how long have you been with Young Living?
That is a great question. I got my kit about 3 years ago, actually.
Ooh, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, what was life like pre Go for Gold?
Well, when I got my kit, I saw the business opportunity kind of immediately, and I was like, "Ooh, that's cool!" Like, I like that idea, especially because I really like these products, and
Right.
I have a history of being very sensitive, and so this was the only anything I could use that didn't bother me um,
Yes.
in various ways. So I thought, well, there are lots of people out there like me, so I'm sure this would be beneficial for them too.
Yeah.
But I'm also a really busy person. I'm a teacher. And so for various reasons, again, I'm a teacher. I love teaching. So I immediately was like, oh, I'm going to teach people classes on this stuff, right? Like, this is going to be so much
That'd be
fun.
awesome.
And it went really well for a little while, but then I wasn't meeting as many new people, and school gets busy at certain parts of the school year. And so basically, a year and a half goes by and things aren't going as well in terms of the business
Yeah.
side of things. I'm loving different products and trying new stuff all the time still.
Yeah.
But then about a month ago, it was still just, okay, well, I don't really know. I'm trying to teach classes, people aren't coming. I'm trying to teach classes, people aren't coming, over and over. And I love teaching, I still do. But people just weren't interested in coming. And even if they were interested in coming, they weren't showing up when they did say they were coming. And so that was really hard for me.
Yeah. That's listen, like that's something that I actually saw a lot of. Move my computer here. That's something that I saw a lot of whenever this first started. I was seeing a lot of people's feedback just saying like, man, I can't get people to classes. And it was the experience of I used to be able to and I can't anymore. And there's nothing scarier on the planet for a business owner to have had something work before that no longer works.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
then you're like, then I
and
can't do
teaching
this.
is my forte. Like, I love educating and teaching people, and that's something I love, but it wasn't working. So I'm like, well, why keep trying something that's not working? Isn't that the definition of insanity? To like keep doing something over and over and it's still not working? And like,
Yeah.
clearly you have to change something, right?
Yeah, 100%. Where did you hear about Go for Gold?
I don't even know exactly. I feel like was just running around Facebook looking at different things once I had a little bit more time, and
Just
found
popped
the
up.
Gold Getters group somehow. I don't even know how.
I love how that happens.
Yep.
Like that's the funniest thing. That's
Right?
like I love asking this question because that's the answer I get the most often. Is like I have no idea where you came from. I have no idea. That's awesome. Well, so whenever you saw Go for Gold, well, whenever you joined Gold Getters, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the experience of joining Gold Getters, and then how long were you in Gold Getters before you decided to do Go for Gold? Because I kind of want to let people know, like, it's okay to not jump into it immediately. It's okay to like hang out for a bit and make sure that it's what you want, right?
For sure, yeah. That's a really good question, and I can't even remember exactly because I don't know for sure.
No sweat.
I mean, it was probably less than a month, a few weeks maybe. I mean,
I think
I'm
that's
not
the
sure.
normal. That's the normal time frame. I think it usually takes people between like 1 and 3 weeks is what it
depends. I
seems
think
like.
it depends on how much time I had to go digging around and
Yeah.
watching things and, seeing what was here. So I don't know for sure.
Yeah, right on. Well, so whenever you decided on Go for Gold, when you decided you were going to do it, were you on the fence at all? Were there any thoughts of like, man, is this going to be like everything else? Am I just spending some more money and I'm not really going to get a return? Like, what were your thoughts on that?
I had a few questions, but usually I'm the kind of person who doesn't spend money on something until I'm ready. Like I'm pretty convinced that it's going to be something that's helpful.
Yeah.
Because I'm a very, very much a penny pincher and don't really spend a lot of money. Like I'm one of those savers.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, I just was like, well, I'm not going to spend money on this until I'm pretty sure I'm ready to try it. And I would talk to my husband about it a whole bunch because he knows the different ups and downs of wanting to do the business and feeling like maybe I should just give up on trying. And then him thinking, well, like, he heard me talk about it at least a few different times. Then he finally goes, well, if you really think this is something you want to do, just because we have our budgeted fund money for the month each.
Yeah. Right.
And he goes, well, just spend your fund money on it. And then you can reimburse yourself or whatever. If you decide you want to do that later, if you want to spend your fund money on something else later. I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's a good point. Like, I'll just, so I took some of the money I'd saved from my fund money and yeah.
I love it.
But I'm the kind of person who.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You were saying.
But
something.
I'm the kind of person who Oh, forgot what I was gonna say. Dang it.
Oh no.
Oh, it's okay. It'll come back to me.
It happens
or
to me
whatever.
all the time. It happens to me. It's probably my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Amanda said, yes, exactly. Gosh, this has been frustrating. People loved classes and now it's impossible to get them to come.
Well, people are so busy. Or at least they were before this whole thing. And now they're like kind of burnt out on video calling and stuff. I mean, even I'm feeling a little burnt out on video calling and stuff. So I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also there's an entire shift, you guys. Like, we have to recognize the shift that's happened. Whenever we were the only company that did what we do, it was easier to have classes because people literally didn't know unless they went to a class. Well, now there's classes from companies all over the place. There's webinars, there's blogs, people can just go Google it. And that's what they'll do before they'll come to a class. They're not going to commit time.
Community. They want people. Like,
yes.
They need community support. Like, they need people.
Yes,
exactly. I don't know how else to say it, but that's what I feel like has been one of my biggest takeaways. Yeah,
100%. Well, how has Go for Gold changed your business then?
Well, I have not signed up anyone in over a year.
Uh-huh.
And I have like 5 or 6 people who want to sign up today once their paychecks are going through and everything.
You haven't signed somebody up in a year and you have 5 people potentially that want to sign up today when their paychecks come in?
Yeah. So
Did everybody hear that? Just making sure. Did everybody fall off their chairs? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But really, like, it's not just about that either, but like, I feel like I have more enjoyment now. Like, before it was like, oh, no, another no-show class. Oh, another no-show class. Now I'm actually connecting with people better. And like, I've made some really good new friends. And there's a couple people who like really align with my bat signal who I'm like, dude, where have you been my whole life?
Yes.
And I've only been at this for like a couple weeks, but like, it just feels like, I don't know. It just feels way more natural. Yeah. Like, just getting to know people and loving people. And I feel like before I had some of that going, but I didn't have a systematic way to do something with that relationship, I guess.
Yes, that's it. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Go ahead.
I haven't finished Go for Gold yet because I'm the kind of person who had to like binge watched the whole thing a little bit and then like really figure it out. And now I'm going back and doing everything. I know that's not what you say to do.
It's
But
fine. It's
I'm
fine.
one of those people that I have to like see the whole thing and then I go back and do. So I'm going back and doing now.
Okay.
But I do have a lead group on Facebook, and I have, gosh, in the past couple weeks, I have about 130 in my lead group, and I only know like 10 of them personally from before I started.
Yes.
So, I mean, clearly there's momentum going, even though I'm not done with the whole process yet. But I feel
Yes.
like I just needed the extra systematic steps to make what I already like love to do and already am decently good at, like put all the pieces together, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Seriously, that's what a lot of people will say, like that they've heard of different things, like different parts, but they hadn't seen it put together this way. That's the thing, is you can like kind of just throw spaghetti at the wall, or you can actually use the glued together version, the system that like doesn't have gaps between it, right? Like where it all makes sense and it all just works together. That's what needs to happen. That's where like the strategist in me was like, oh, this is like, we have to figure this out, because the other stuff is not duplicatable. Like that's not duplicatable. Well, awesome. What would you say to somebody who is on the fence right now about joining Go for Gold?
I guess it depends on, you know, what you've experienced in the past, but if you're somebody like me who maybe loves teaching classes and stuff, it's not like we can't still do that. Like we can still love our people and offer some of those opportunities, but if you're feeling really stuck and spinning your wheels, kind of like I felt like I was doing, I feel like this is a really great option, and Martha makes it so, I don't know, affordable. Like
Yeah.
you could offer this for so much more than you do, but you don't, you know, like that's so cool. And as soon as I have some of these signups, I'm then gonna try Silver Made Simple and jump into that too. And so, yeah.
I love Silver Made Simple. But yeah, Go for Gold needs to happen first. Gotta make sure that that's done in some capacity, or else you're gonna be like, what's happening in here in Silver Made Simple?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Andrea, for your time. I appreciate you coming on with
Thank you
me.
for everything you do.
Oh man, I love it. I am living the life right now, being able to teach you guys. I love it.
I am now too.
Right. Ah, yes. Yay. Well, you have an awesome rest of your day. Everybody else that's watching, you have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.